All right, welcome back to GRA. After a year, 10 months, 11,
It's been a
11
while.
months, pretty much.
It's
Yeah.
been a bit.
So I'll take full responsibility on the 11-month hiatus. I became lazy,
Did you know?
but I got some stuff done,
You
and
did
a
do
lot of stuff
videos.
has happened in gaming.
A fuck ton has happened, actually, which I have a lot of opinions on a lot of things.
Where do you want to start?
Well, first of all, what have you been doing in this 11-month hiatus, Mitchell?
Okay. Working. That was the big one. Doing my own YouTube on YH Michello, I think is the name. One sec. Yep, YH Michello.
You
Didn't
don't know
my
your own
YouTube channel.
name?
Didn't know my channel's name, but that's fine. I did started going gym again, boxing. Been all over the place really. Moved at houses again for the fifth time. So I've been around. And yeah, so a lot of this is really on me for why we've took a break, but we should be back now with a better schedule and more people.
I wouldn't promise that.
Should be.
But what about in the world of gaming? What games have you played?
Recently, nothing new actually. No, that's a lie. Outro. I've been playing some Total Warhammer. I've finally started Elden Ring.
You just started Elden Ring?
Yeah, I finally started
really?
it. I played it before when it came out. I didn't get into it, and now I'm going through it and properly trying to get into it.
Where are you?
I just killed some bitch that throws books at you, and then you
Renala.
go into a second. Yeah, so first form, whatever, was a piece of piss. That second form, I died to more than I should have.
Yeah.
It wasn't even like the summons. I don't think the summons hit me once. It was how I'm using a strength build, so I'm quite slow with my attacks. I hit her once, and then she's on the other side of the arena waiting for me, spamming projectiles. I get there, hit her, back onto the other side. And my patience wasn't up there.
Okay. What, you just beat Renala, did you?
Yeah, just beat her.
Okay.
And now I just need to figure out where to go now.
Yeah, so now you finished the whole, what is it called, like the middle castle?
The academy?
Yeah, academy, like the sorcerer's place, yeah.
Yeah, academy.
So you beat that now. Okay.
What else have I been playing? Schedule 1. Don't know if you've played.
I'm going to play that right after this podcast, actually.
Okay, yeah, been playing some Schedule 1. Other than that, I can't tell you if I played anything that's came out this year or near the end of last year.
Really, no?
Yeah, I don't think I have. No.
But what have you been playing, if it's not out this year?
Been playing. I did the Sonic games, beat every 2D Sonic game, to be more specific. I'm going to play Split Fiction. What else did I do? I played some of the Rayman games just to go back for just old platformers, really, I've been going for at the moment. And City Builders. I've been playing a lot of City Builders. One, which I was looking forward to, that I spoke to on the last time we actually did the podcast, came out, Frostpunk 2. Some of that. What about you? What you been on?
Well, you mentioned Split Fiction there. I love Split Fiction. I actually adore that game. I played it with Neon, and it was an amazing game, actually. Like, it was really good, and it was definitely the best one out of the out of that type of trilogy. Is it a trilogy, or is it more than that? I don't know. There's No Way
trilogy.
Out.
It Takes Two in this one.
It Takes Two, yeah. So yeah, out of that trilogy, Split Fiction was, in my opinion, the best one and the strongest one. I had a few friends that also said like it really hit them in the emotions, and it is really good. I enjoy Split Fiction a lot. Yeah. Apart from that, I was surprised that you didn't start Elden Ring yet. I still haven't got through the DLC yet.
Oh, you've not done Erdtree?
Shadow of the Erdtree, yeah. I still haven't played Shadow of the Erdtree. I'm going to. I launched it up like 2 days ago and went through about 10 steps. But I will get through that, I swear to God.
Yeah.
Then apart from that,
I mean, Night Rain comes out next month.
Night Rain. I'm excited for Night Rain.
Next month?
Yeah. No, I think it's like a couple months.
Is it?
I think
it's May.
It's like 7 weeks, isn't it?
Elden Ring, Night Rain. May 30th. So yeah, next month, end of next month.
7
so
weeks. Yeah.
yeah.
But yeah, a lot of Souls-likes have actually come out that I've really enjoyed.
I've
First
not
Berserker
really played any.
Kazan. Ooh, that's a fun game. First Berserker Kazan is really fucking cool, and I think that game really shows art style over realistic graphics.
Okay.
Because the art style itself, I think, is so good. And it's a very enjoyable Souls-like to play. I love the parrying. I love the kind of over-the-top blood effects and stuff. It's just really fun. So I really like that one. And then, what was the other one? Black Myth Wukong. I haven't...
Didn't play that either.
I haven't started it, but I've obviously heard a lot about it with it winning Game of the Year last year.
No, it didn't win.
Did it not? Wait,
No,
what won last year?
Astrobot.
Oh, right, yeah. But but it won a couple of awards, right? I believe it did.
Yeah, Black Myth, I think so. It was definitely nominated for a few awards, I can tell you that.
So, I mean, I am excited to play that, but yeah, Kazan kind of took me from that for a second. Very excited for Death Stranding 2. That's coming out.
That's a you game.
That is 100% a me game. And a lot of friends in the Discord as well. They really like Death Stranding. I'm excited for that.
I thought certain parts of the game was really good and certain parts were not. Mainly the combat. The combat in the game wasn't the one.
No. We had a whole episode on Death Stranding, didn't we?
We did, yeah.
There was like two of them. It was Death Stranding and it was Baldur's Gate. And you didn't really like either.
Yeah, I'm kind of known as someone that doesn't like a lot of stuff, but I do. I like tons. It's just my stuff.
You like
very
platformers
specific.
and RTSs. Well, not RTSs.
Yeah. No, like RTSs.
Yeah,
City
City Builders, RTS. Yeah. We're in the same thing. Tekken 8 Season 2 came out.
Yeah, I've not seen good stuff on it.
Nope. It is kind of insane. They gave a bunch of buffs and a bunch of new moves to every champ in the game, and it's kind of broken.
Yeah, I've seen it. Oh my god, it's over 12%.
Is it overwhelmingly negative?
Yeah, I haven't seen that in ages.
Shit.
What a shame.
Ooh, that is a big shame considering how good the game actually is.
The game is, yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, I don't know. Like the new moves and all the stuff that they gave to basically all of the champions. I don't know. I'm not a huge fan. My boy Victor, he's kind of eating well. I do like a lot of the stuff that they did with him. His perfumer stance is a lot more noticeable. It was already really good, but now you can go into perfumer stance a lot more, and it's decent. I'm not going to say it's bad, but it's not the best. It feels very railroady. A lot of the characters feel like that, where they've emphasized one part of their kit. And so it's kind of railroady into only using that thing. And it's kind of weird. But I can't say that I'm too far or too much into the game to have like hugely valid criticisms, because I only really ever touch the game like maybe once every few days and just fuck around with my friends.
Yeah, I used to play that quite a lot actually, and then I just kind of stopped. But I still really enjoyed what I did play of it. It's just with the online in any fighting game, you either play it religiously or you slip.
That is the fighting game curse. You gotta keep playing that shit.
I've also played some Valorant recently.
You played Valorant? Okay, tell me.
The new operators just are ridiculous.
I despise
them. Yeah, I like Vise. And that's it. You know the woman with the wall?
Yeah.
She's cool. That Waylay with the double dash. Remember when they took Jet's double dash away, like an instant dash because it was too strong, but they gave this bitch to and a reset.
Don't get me started on Waylay.
Yeah, Waylay's stupid. Who's the woman that can revive herself after death? Clover.
Clove.
Stupid. And there was another one I didn't like. Don't remember her name. Deadlock.
Deadlock. Yeah.
That wall was pointless. She threw it down. Just everyone can shoot through it. I thought it was like you can see them, but you can't shoot them. No, you can shoot through it.
You can't walk through it, but you can shoot through it.
Yeah, it's just, but you can destroy it in like a few bullets as well. So it's like, just leave it. Just what is that? What did they try? I just don't like the new characters.
I think the biggest offender, in my opinion, is Waylay. I despise Waylay. She reminds me a lot of Neon. I don't like Neon either. Having a game emphasized on gunplay and emphasized on, you've got to stand still to shoot. You've got to pick your shots. And you've got to time your shots with your movement, right? Counter strafing and all that. And then you have Neon, which just completely runs, slides, sprints across the entire battlefield. As like, okay, I guess I queued for a different game. My bad. And then they bring Waylay out, and they do kind of the same thing where she has two dashes, one of them that can go straight vertically up, so that's fun, and then she goes up, she goes across, she lands, and if she's in a bad spot, don't worry, Control Z and just recalls.
Yeah, the recall is crazy.
I hate Control Zs in any game. Echo's ult in League is the same thing. And I love Echo. I love me some Echo. I played Echo mid a lot. But, oh my god, having a Control Z ability is not fun. Because anytime you make a mistake, anytime there is a fault on your gameplay, doesn't matter. Control Z. I'm back. Like, that's so annoying to deal with. And time again, after Waylay came out, she would do that exact thing. She would be out of position, she would make a mistake with her dash, she would do something stupid, and then I would try and punish her for it. Doesn't matter. She sees that she made the mistake, and as soon as she hits that recall button, she's completely invulnerable, and she goes straight back. It is so frustrating to verse, and I hate it. And I hate Control Z buttons in any fucking game.
There's something else I wanted to touch on was we had a streaming arc, each and every one of us actually. You, me, and now Neon's in the streaming arc currently, but he seems to actually have a handle on things. He's got his own little Discord and stuff.
Yeah, he's doing things.
Was he on the podcast at one point?
No, Neon has never been on the podcast.
No. But yeah, he's got featured. I weren't really understanding what people were talking to me about, but I was just agreeing. He's got like a featured thing this is going on or something.
Featured thing? What are you talking
about? Yeah, I don't know. He said, let's see. I have a featured podcast channel now on my YouTube, so you guys got to keep it up now.
Oh, yeah, he's saying he featured us on his YouTube channel so that the podcast would be seen through his channel, I think.
Oh, okay. Then, yeah, so he was the one that was like, oh, speak to Stoned about resetting the podcast. I was like, okay.
Yes, sir.
So, yeah.
And we're here. We're back. We're back.
Yeah.
The boys are back in town.
What else? Game of the year last year. We did touch on it a bit. That happened. Astrobot won, deserved, 100%. I'm so glad that Wukong didn't win. Just because of its fan base. Literally just.
Damn.
That's it.
Damn.
Those fans got out of control, saying like Balatro shouldn't even be nominated, or Astrobot shouldn't because it's a platformer copying Mario. It's like, what the fuck does that mean? What does you're a platformer, therefore you copy Mario mean? That's like saying, oh, you've got fighting, you're a God of War ripoff. It doesn't make sense. That's ridiculous. The fans went crazy. The game looks great, but the fans ruined it.
Fair. I haven't played Astrobot, can't say. Haven't played Wukong, as I mentioned, can't say. However, Balatro, holy shit. That game came out of nowhere from an indie dev and took everything by storm. And I like a round of applause to that man. And did you see what he said on Twitter about his game and FIFA?
No, what did you say?
There was something about his game getting age restricted to 18, I think, because it had gambling in it.
Yeah.
And he said it to FIFA of like, well, FIFA is like 12 plus, and that has the same gambling with cards in it, but his game is 18.
And you don't have to pay for each pack in his game whilst you're doing FIFA.
Exactly.
So they ran it back and they didn't age restrict it.
He's kind of spit. I really like that man is really fucking
I did a
cool
video on Balatro when it was nominated, and I said in the video, and I'll stick to it, he won the game of the year straight away just for being nominated. That's a win.
Yeah,
didn't matter because the rest were AAA devs, every single one. Maybe not. Was Wukong AAA or was it? It had a big team behind it and many years put into it.
I mean, just looking at it, I would assume.
I think it was their first game. I do think it was their first ever game they made. And then, didn't they throw a hissy when they lost?
I think they did, yeah. I think I heard something about that.
Yeah, they threw their toys out the pram. And everyone else was really humble. And you know what? That solidified it more why I was so happy that they lost. You just be humble in loss. Like, Astrobot won, get over it. The only one, other than Wukong, that I was shocked that was there was Shadow of the Erdtree. I don't know. Yeah. I don't even know what that was doing there.
Why was a DLC nominated?
Yeah, that is crazy.
I mean,
that was shocking.
Don't get me wrong. And that DLC probably has more content than a lot of other AAA games nowadays. But it's at the end of the day, it's a DLC. And
then why wasn't what was the Cyberpunk DLC called?
Oh,
Phantom Liberty.
Yeah, Phantom Liberty.
Why wasn't that nominated last year? Because I heard nothing but good stuff about that.
That's true. That's
so
very
you
true.
Can't pick and choose when you want to put a DLC as nominations. So stupid rule. In fact, stupid game of the year. That was one of the worst.
It was
Game Awards.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. I don't remember much of what was actually revealed.
Not me. I actually couldn't tell you two things that was revealed. But I played Metaphor as well a bit. I'm a Persona 5 fan. And Metaphor was just fantasy Persona 5, and not for me. It was just a bit boring.
I've heard a lot of good things about Metaphor, actually.
Oh no, it's good, but I was playing it, I was like, this is Persona.
Yeah, as well.
And it was probably, if I didn't play Persona, I would have went, this is really cool, but I played Persona, so I was like, this is just another Persona, but that's not Persona.
It's worse Persona.
Yeah, it felt like worse Persona to me. It might be better. I don't know, because I'm not dumping another 80 hours into one of those games.
Bro, JRPGs are something to actually, like, get into.
I've had my fair share of them now.
Yeah, fair.
And I've also been going through, because I do a lot of stop-aways with work at the moment, I've finally finished the remake of Paper Mario 1,000 Year Door.
Wow.
Great game, was back then. Remake's brilliant. I didn't hear many people speak about the remake, which was weird. But it's fantastic. If you want a little RPG to play, story's good, characters are fun. And after Nintendo's battering, maybe that might lay things on easy for them. If you just go through that, you might go, oh, you know what? Nintendo are a great company. And then they do stuff like the Switch 2.
We'll get to the Switch 2. We'll get to the Switch 2. But speaking of remakes, that reminded me. Silent Hill 2 remake.
Oh, shit, yeah. Not played it yet still. That was one I was meant to buy a while back, actually. Looks great.
Yeah.
Heard nothing but good.
It was a lot of talking points on our previous episodes. And now that it's actually out and I can actually talk about it and say it, and I've beaten the game.
I'll let you run with this,
like,
actually.
Twice right now.
Yeah. I'll just sit back.
I am amazingly surprised at what they did with it. I am so incredibly impressed in how they managed to do it. Bloober Team actually knocked it out of the fucking park, and they did so well in remaking something that is unremakeable. In my opinion, it was unremakeable. Like, the OG is so good. It is solidified as like one of the best survival horrors for me, and it is incredible how they remade it. The visuals are obviously amazing. The story beats are perfectly on point. The things that they did change are pretty faithful still. The callbacks to the original, with like a lot of the memories and stuff that you look at it and stuff like that, it's really, really well done, and I didn't expect it. I didn't expect that at all. I thought that it was going to be a good game to look pretty and to walk around Silent Hill, and that's kind of all I wanted from it. But I mean, they delivered so much more than that, and they definitely surpassed expectations for me. And I just give that game like a 8 or 9 out of 10. Some of the animations are janky and stuff like that, but apart from that, it's phenomenal.
Would you say it was the definitive way to play now, or still remake original over it?
I think there are two separate things, and playing the OG and playing the remake are two separate experiences, and you can do either and be satisfied. The OG still definitely has a place. It is not it's not a replacement, but it is very good in upgrading it to modern audiences, and for like people growing up now that never played the OGs and want something newer. Like, they don't want to deal with the tank controls, they don't want to deal with the dated graphics, they don't want to deal with just the jankiness that comes with old games, and they want something modern, they want something pretty, they want something that is still good, still truthful to the story. I mean, yeah, like, why not? I would not fault anyone. Like, if someone came up to me and said, I don't really want to play the OG, it's a little old now, can I just play the remake? I would say, absolutely. Go right ahead.
That's fair. That's good, even.
It's great. It surpassed all my expectations. It's incredible.
Yeah, because on the previous podcasts, if you go through, your opinions on that game was like a fucking an hourglass. They kept swapping. They kept usually. First time we spoke about it, you was like, that looks awful, I don't like it. Next time it's like, they showed more, it looks alright. Next time it's like, yeah, animations look fucked, I don't want to play it, it's bad. And then the final one, you was like, yeah, it's coming out, I'm really looking forward to it. And then, yeah, now it's, there you go.
I'm just
a lot
impressed.
of remakes there. There's a lot of, like Dead Rising remake.
Absolutely.
I'm going to go through that soon, and I don't think it did well, actually. Which is such a shame, because Dead Rising digital deluxe remaster. Yeah, it's only got 2,000 reviews on Steam. So I can't say for its lifetime sales, but I can't see this game. Why is it negative now?
It's negative?
It's mixed at the moment.
Why is it mixed?
I wish I could refund this. I'm so it won't run smoothly. I upgraded my PC and it's still not running. PC issues, I guess. Yeah, it's just a shame, because I think that was its chance at a resurrection, the remake.
Yeah.
But they marketed it so poorly. It looks great, and apparently it's really good, but yeah, they just fumbled, and it looks like the Dead Rising franchise is now buried. So that's
performance in today's AAA is so okay. That just reminded me. Monster Hunter Wilds.
That new one?
Yes, it is the new one that came out, I think, like a month or two ago. I don't quite remember.
Rise was the Switch one, wasn't it?
Yeah, Wilds is
Yeah,
the new one.
Wilds is the new one. Yeah.
Why did it get released in that state? Tell me that. Riddle me this.
To no one's shock, I'm not a Monster Hunter fan. But yeah, I know a lot of people that play it and really into it. But I heard it came out in such a abysmal state. But luckily,
what I despise.
I did see stuff on it. It was horrible.
Yeah, what I despise most of all, all of the transgressions that Monster Hunter did. What I despise most of all is that they are pushing for frame generation to be the normal. And I hate that. If you are putting frame generation as a default thing, like as soon as you open the game, it asks you if you want to use frame generation. I do not want devs to use frame generation as a crutch for bad performance. That's really, really, really dumb.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Yeah, and the performance was ass. The performance is absolute ass. I have a 4070, and I was running at 1440p at about, I think, like 40 frames, like 40, 50 frames within town, and it's like, I don't know, like, and with a 4070, I feel like 144060 is not that hard of an ask.
Yeah.
And the frame generation, the DLSS, all of that stacked on top, it's like, and the game's just blurry in and of itself. The game is just extremely fucking blurry for some reason. And so it annoys me that these technologies that I feel were for older cards to be pushed up, like get another year or two out of your 1080, you know? But instead, it's being used for the modern flagship GPUs on modern AAA games. Why? Why are we doing that?
There's, yeah, it's just, I think devs are pushing it now to, I don't even know what they're trying to push for, actually, because they gain nothing from that, do they?
Well, I don't know, to not optimize the game.
Yeah, they're just cutting corners, and they're getting away with it.
They're absolutely getting away with it. Yeah, absolutely.
Wild's just, there's no stopping it now.
There was like over 1 million players on the first weekend, wasn't there?
Yeah, it was the biggest Monster Hunter launch, and well, they've been rewarded for their sure, it's mixed on Steam, but they don't care. I think it got good reviews, didn't it? Overall,
apart from performance, yeah, the game's actually pretty good.
Monster Hunter Wilds reviews, 8 out of 10. Oh, there's only one that I can say, and that's IGN's. Fantastic. But yeah, it's just wild. I'll run through some other stuff before we move on to the big one, which is the Switch 2.
Yeah, all right, go ahead.
Multiverses, we spoke about that before. It died. Multiverses is officially dead. They fucked it themselves. I was kind of cheering when they died because that game had such
a shame.
Such potential, and they went and fucked it. I mean, they had, who was it? It might have been Scooby-Doo. They've had like 15 characters finished since the very first day it released, and they just held them in the vault waiting to drop them for seasons for more money. Warner Brothers, another shocker, another absolute world-class shocker by them. I couldn't believe it. In fact, I'm going to quickly mention Warner Brothers a bit more, because they just scrapped. They did the Justice League game, or no, not the Suicide Squad game, and that couldn't have seen a game tank more than that. They had a Wonder Woman game near completion that people were hyped for, and they scrapped it to make what was it? Warner Brothers games cancelled. What was it? Yeah, they had that was it. The Wonder Woman game that was nearly finished. They scrapped that. They trademarked the Nemesis system. Don't know if you saw that from Shadow of War, Shadow of Mordor. People love that, and they went, yeah, that's ours now. And then got rid of the team that made Shadow of War and Shadow of Mordor. Absolute cinema by them. And then they cancelled the Hogwarts Legacy DLC a week after. That was, again, near completed. So they're actually trying to speedrun how quickly they can shut down. And I'm here to see this fucking world record they're going for.
Oh.
So that's like, what, 5-6 games they fucked within a matter of a few months, and I was clapping for each move they did. I was like, this is something special that I'm witnessing. I felt that more special than watching COVID happen. That was crazy.
Jesus, man.
COVID was like, like, that will be in the history books, but I'm pretty sure Warner Brothers is going to be fucking more marked than that. That was crazy. Scrapping 2 games near completion, trademarking something, and then going, watch one more move, cancel DLC. Can't beat it.
I can't beat it.
And then the other thing we was really looking forward to came out. Well, you was looking forward to, and I wasn't.
What's that?
And then my Marvel Rivals.
Oh yeah. There's been a lot of time for Marvel Rivals to like sit down and take its place.
Yep, and it's still doing really well. I really like. I haven't played it in ages actually, but I do really like the game. It's not been one I've been itching to get back onto, but I still applaud the devs because they've smashed out the park. The skins, the events, everything, the actual characters themselves, voice lines, interactions, the story they're doing, the little comic books they've been doing for it. There's so much love, and the community, like, communication they've had. You know what? That is the opposite of Warner Brothers.
Yeah,
and
the characters as well. I mean, the last time we spoke, the game wasn't even out, but now they've had the Fantastic Four come into the game, and
Emma
then
Frost.
Season 2 was just announced, and then Emma Frost and Ultron are coming to the game.
Ultron, that's the one.
I mean,
very good. How long's a season? Didn't they have a especially long season 1? Or is it how long the season's
I know
be?
there was a very short pre-season, and then Season 1 happened, and now Season's 2 happening, so I don't know the length. I haven't been playing as much as other people.
Yeah, normally I kind of stopped playing, but I still highly rate the game. But yeah, I've not really got much more to say. I just wanted to mention that it's out, it's great, everyone loves it, it's done well. In fact, I'll say it with full confidence, it's earned its money back already. And there's more Marvel games coming, and you know what? I'm looking forward to them. You've got the Captain America Black Panther one. Then you've got the Black Panther one. What was the other one? Wolverine,
yeah.
Spider-Man 3, and the Iron Man one. Those 5. Unfortunately, I think the Iron Man one's made by EA, so you're going to have to buy each part of his armour separately. So that one I'll pass on.
It is exciting, though. It is definitely very exciting.
Oh, yeah.
Speaking of exciting, Assassin's Creed Shadows.
Wasn't the segue I thought he was going with. Shadows.
Assassin's Creed Shadows.
Yeah, it's
how do you feel about it? I don't
want to get this. I don't want to get this shut down.
What do you mean?
We might bleep this. We might sneak in. Why is he okay? Black. That's fine. Even though they said it was going to be like really historically accurate. A black samurai. I'm sure that happened maybe once. But he's gay as well. What happened? I can see one of those things happening, but both at the same time during that time in Japan. That can't be real. That can't have happened, can it? You can't say it's historically accurate and be like, yeah, he's black gay samurai. What?
I think that the historical accuracy was thrown out a long time ago.
Yeah, but they said this was the most historically accurate one, then they went, he's gay as well. What? When did this happen? And then they tried to use like a Japanese like tragedy as promotion, didn't they?
This is all you,
What
bro.
what the fuck was happening there? Ubisoft lost their mind. What was it? It was like it's something that you're not allowed to use for commercial use, and it's in Japan.
Mm.
And then they put a picture of it on like on their thing, like, look what we've got in our game. What the fuck are you doing? They lost their minds. Ubisoft, fuck, just sell Rayman. Please, you're about to go under. Just sell Rayman to Nintendo. You're about to take him to the grave.
Oh,
me. Shadows. I've watched gameplay of it, and some guy cut off a headless guy's head, and I was like, "Yeah, this is Assassin's Creed if I've ever seen it." Fuck me. I hate Ubisoft.
So you're not too much of a fan of the game, then? You're gonna pick it up, or?
Huh? I'm gonna pick it up. No. No, no. I want to play less. Assassin's Creed Shadows. I haven't played Ghost of Tsushima. What the fuck makes you think I'm gonna play Assassin's Creed Shadows?
Oh. Okay. More of a positive transition though. Ghost of Tsushima coming to PC. Fucking perfect.
Yeah, I might play that.
It's so good. Ghost of Tsushima is one of my favorite single player games like ever. It is absolutely a fantastic game, and it is
historically accurate. Oops. There's a 2-hour gay sex scene in it all. So I've heard Ubisoft really cooked with this one. They did something special.
Oh,
I hate Ubisoft.
Yeah, Ubisoft is it's not perfect.
It's not good. Fuck perfect. I couldn't even make X-Defiant survive.
Oh, X-Defiant. Oh, I spoke about X-Defiant, I believe, on one of a previous one.
Yeah.
I liked the
died.
game. I liked that it was a alternative to Call of Duty that was coming out every fucking year. And I mean, it was Ubisoft, so I probably should have expected its fate.
Oh yeah.
But
oh, yeah.
I want that game to happen from anyone else. Please. Please have a Call of Duty alternative that is not reset every year. Please. I like the idea and I like the concept. Just take it out of Ubisoft.
That's most of Ubisoft stuff now. Just give it to someone else. They had a good run. Go, leave them. Just give the IPs away, please. They made Captain. I don't know if I spoke about this. The Netflix show, Captain Laserhook Blood Dragon Remix, or whatever it was. That was great. And now they're not doing a season 2 of it because Ubisoft are absolute shitheads.
Jesus Christ.
It was so good. It left on a cliffhanger. It's the one where you've probably seen clips where Rayman's in it and he's like a recovering crack addict.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's such a good show, and they just fucked it up because they won't do a season 2 now. Apparently, another Ubisoft masterclass. I can't believe anything that they do is real. They are another Warner Brothers, and yet they might be going in the red. Apparently, they had a meeting with Microsoft about selling IPs. So that's horrifying because Microsoft love to collect and not use. So Rayman might be joining Crash and Spyro and Banjo in the vault of never being used again. So can Microsoft go under as well? Can we just leave it to Sony and Nintendo now?
Okay. Nintendo. The Switch 2.
Okay.
You're the Nintendo fanboy here. Please, enlighten me on what your opinions on the Switch 2 Direct was.
One, the Direct had a nice 20 FPS on its good times. I'm not sure what happened there. Some really cool games. Silk Song was shown.
5 seconds, yeah. All right, all right.
I'm gonna see how long I can go without speaking about the Switch 2. No, the new FromSoft game looked pretty cool. Whatever it's called, like
Duskbloods.
Duskbloods. That's pretty cool. They were flying in raccoon suits. That was a bit jarring, but that was fine. New Donkey Kong game looks actually really cool. That looks amazing. New Mario Kart looked amazing. I'm sure they'll sell them at reasonable prices as well. They wouldn't fuck up, would they? But it's Nintendo, so they're allowed to get away with it.
No, they're not. No,
Okay.
they're not. Okay.
But in seriousness, it's fucked. It's really fucked.
It's putting it
But
mildly.
the console itself seemed pretty cool. It seemed really good, and it's worth its price. The actual console itself, well worth its price. The issues are everything that comes after the console is really where it starts to fuck up. And I'm probably can't see. You kind of can. The bottom like 3 shelves are all like physical copies. I love collecting physical copies if I'm getting a game for my PlayStation or Switch or whatever. So their change on physical copies is what was it Ubisoft said? You should start getting used to not actually owning your games.
You should get used to not owning your games, yeah.
And Nintendo went, oh, that's a fantastic idea, and they've pulled out all the stops. I'm not sure whose idea it was, if it was fucking Mr. Nintendo. But my god, that the physical copies being more expensive than digital when you don't even own them is outrageous. I don't think £80. Oh, it's not good for a game. They're 70 at the moment, I think. Is that right?
What for the Switch
Console
2?
For consoles, like say like a new PlayStation 4.
It's I think it's about 60, 70, yeah.
That's still pushing it.
Still
That's
expensive, yeah.
But when you think about how much money goes into making a game, yeah, maybe 60, 70 is fine. 80 is really, 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 like, you're really playing with your food here now. And I can see a lot of people, even the principle of it just being another £10 is like, I don't want to spend my day's wage on a game. So yeah, it's just silly to up the price that much to not even own your game. So if they shut down the servers, unlucky. That's you're done. £90, £70, or what is it? $90, £80 gone. And then you've got all the services. You've got you probably don't pay for all the additional stuff with the Switch, do you?
Yeah, I do actually. Switch Online and Pokemon
N64
Home.
bonus, and adding the GameCube on. They're going to make you pay more for that. So it's another £30 a month for your online and all your additional games. And don't get me wrong, it's really cool to have this GameCube games and stuff on there. But for £30 more, and then £70, £80 for a new game.
Wait, what are you talking about? £30?
Is that not how much the Switch Online plus the GameCube thing is?
Is it?
Let me check.
Currently, right now, for Switch Online, to get all of like the N64 and stuff like that, it's £3.
Really?
Yes. Which I was going to get into that being actually like really reasonable.
Switch Online, classic games. Is that for all of it together? Classic games, the online, and all the expansions, Game Boy, and all that.
I believe so.
Then never mind.
I could pull up my Switch right now and
yeah, £3. Sorry, I misread that for 30. That's amazing actually, but that still doesn't change the fact that £80 a new game.
90 physical.
Yeah, $90, but £80 maybe.
$90, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. The hardware, great. Games look fucking phenomenal. The new Mario Kart looks. I couldn't believe it. An open world Mario Kart looks crazy. And I love Sakurai. The Smash guy or the fucking Kirby guy. Was he the Pikmin guy as well? I think he was the Pikmin guy. So yeah, I'm gonna get one. There's no way around it. I am buying one. But there are so many issues, and it can tank. I don't know if they're thinking, "Hey, our Switch has sold so well, we can't fail." Look at the Wii to the Wii U. Wii U bombed, but the Wii's really good. But yeah, what was your thoughts on?
I'll start with the first thing you brought up, the FromSoft game.
Mm.
What steel titanic balls must he have to make a Bloodborne successor
Mm-hmm.
locked to another console? Oh my god.
You've got to respect Nintendo for that, saying, well, if they're not going to do it, watch what we'll do.
Holy shit. Yeah, that was such a surprise to me. But yeah, I agree with you that the console itself, fantastic price. It's what, $450?
I think so.
I believe so. Which I think a PS5 is like 500.
Yeah.
And with the Switch 2, you not only get like just a Switch, you get to play it docked, you get to play it handheld. It's versatile. But it supports 4K docked. It supports 120 in tablet. Not
450.
Not 450. What is it?
So I think American prices might just blow it out of proportion because it doesn't. It seems even better for us now. Right. It's $395 for the the basic edition where you just get the Switch. Yeah, and I think it's $50 additional if you want the Mario Kart bundle for America. But if you want that, it's $430 here. So
okay. So yeah, the console itself, fantastic price for 4K gaming docked, and you can take it out the dock and just take it anywhere in handheld. Absolutely. Yeah, it's more expensive than the original Switch, but the original Switch is kind of shit in comparison. Like, the Switch 2 does just improve on the original Switch, which is amazing. I'm kind of sad it doesn't have an OLED screen. I do wish it had an OLED screen. But I can understand why they didn't, and they at least put in HDR. 120 4K HDR. Can't complain with that at all. So, yeah, absolutely, the console itself is perfectly fine. $90 for a game. Physical game. And then you can't even own the game because it's not even on the fucking cartridge. Holy shit. The absolute balls they have to do that. And no, I'm not. I don't even collect physical copies. I have like maybe 3 or 4 up on top of that shelf, and that's it. I don't even collect physical copies. But when I do want to collect physical copies, I don't want it to be just a code in a cartridge. That's really, really dumb.
Oh no, that's stupid.
And why did they hike up it? Even if like the conversion rate is like off, right? How you have like $90 is like 80 quid or whatever. If the conversion rate makes it seem better than it is in the Great British Isles, why is it $10 more or 5 quid more or however much the conversion rate is? Why is it more for physical when the game isn't even on there physically?
I think you're just paying for the case, really, aren't you?
Yeah, you're literally just paying for that case. That's it. You're paying for the case and the cartridge, which doesn't have the game on it. It has a serial number that you can download it from. And they're charging you more for that. It makes me angry.
Oh yeah, no, it's so silly. But what do you think of like their own games, the Mario Kart and stuff? Because I think that's the stuff that's going to be set $80 for like the Nintendo in-house stuff, I think. Also, just found this out right now. The Switch 2 UK pre-order is invite only.
What?
So you have to be invited. What is it?
Okay, that's another thing to talk about. They're anti-scalper measures.
Yes, that's what this is pretty much.
Yeah. Okay. So, to not to transition yet, I'll go back to the games. Their first-party games, yeah, they're fine. They're decent. I'm not exactly a full-on Nintendo thingy. I played Mario Odyssey. I played some of the older Mario games. They're fine. The biggest one I'm most excited for is Pokemon Legends ZA. Even then, I'm not exactly that excited for it because Scarlet was absolute fucking heaping pile of shit. Scarlet was an absolute fucking travesty. You would look 10 feet in the distance to a mountain and it would just be a brown blob on the screen, and that was about it. And then you would get taxed 50 frames for that mountain, and now you're playing at 10 frames. Good luck. Okay. So that was fun. That also makes me angry. But it's Pokemon, and I'm gonna keep buying it. And what I love the most about Pokemon is its integration with all of the other games. So I can transfer all my Pokemons between them, and it's really fun. I've just finished Pokemon Fire Red, because I went back and played that again. I'm gonna start Heart Gold, and I love the integration of all the different Pokemon games and stuff, from like the DS to the 3DS. You know, Pokemon Bank, Pokemon Home, all that type of stuff. So yeah, Pokemon Legends ZA, even if it's an absolute dog shit game, it's Pokemon.
Let me just quickly throw this out. Completely kind of related to what you just said, but it's just a tangent. So I, for a video, sat down for, I think it was 52 hours, just non-stop sat there playing games. And I beat Pokemon Fire Red, I think it was Soul Silver, and Ruby. Was it Ruby?
Omega Ruby? Alpha Sapphire?
It was original Ruby. I think that was the Game Boy.
I think so.
Game Boy Color. And the one after that, so the 4th gen. I beat those 4, and I was going to do a video on it. And, 56 hours is quite a lot of time. It was how many Pokemon games can I beat in one sitting?
That is a lot of time.
The footage corrupted. So now I've now got to redo this fucking video, and every time I think about Pokemon, I feel a bit sick. Because now I have to play through all those bastard games again. And I loved going through them the first time, but they aren't short games.
No, they're not.
There's so much like waiting for the animations to do their thing and random bullshit. Some guy comes up to you and speaks to you for 5 minutes about how a Pokeball works. Like, shut up. In each game, backtracking. Love the games. I don't want to play another Pokemon again for like a couple of years now, though, because of that.
That is really unfortunate. But I mean, how? Yeah, you said that you enjoyed the experience of going through it the first time.
Love the game.
Which one was your favorite out of the 4 that you did?
Fire Red, always has been Fire Red. In general, probably Fire Red still. It's definitely Fire Red or Black and White. Love those two. I didn't play anything on the 3DS, so I didn't play anything after Black and White. They did what? Z and Y, Moon and Sun.
Ultra Moon, Ultra Sun.
Fucking Sword and Shields. I hated Sword and Shield. That's the end. That's the beginning of the end for me.
Sword and Shield is where I actually came back to the series, which is unfortunate.
The Switch ones, I don't know how, but the ones on the actual Switch just ruined it for me. Apparently, Let's Go Eevee and Pikachu was absolute shit. So
those are the only ones I actually haven't played on Switch. I've played Sword, I played Arceus, I played Brilliant Diamond, and I played Scarlet.
Apparently, Arceus is different.
Arceus is very different, and I actually really like Arceus in the concept that it goes back to before Pokemon became like normalized Pokemon, and they were still kind of iffy about Pokemon and stuff. And then you had like the old Pokeballs, and some of the stylized choices were really cool. And just being able to have Arceus as his own game, like the concept of Arceus itself, the god of Pokemon, like, yeah, I want more Arceus. So having a game about that, yeah, that's cool. And then you get to go back, if you have Arceus, you get to go back to Brilliant Diamond and collect him in Brilliant Diamond, and even shiny hunt him in Brilliant Diamond. Really enjoy that. So yeah, Arceus was really good. To be honest, though, I cannot say that any of the Switch Pokemons are any of my favorite Pokemon.
Yeah, no,
Like, they're all
genuinely,
just meh.
the first one can't be topped, unfortunately.
No, Fire Red is really good.
Fire Red's amazing. What was I going to ask then? It was about the Switch 2. Oh, yeah, the scalping measures.
Right, okay.
On that for 1 sec, because I need to go find my phone.
Yeah. So, the scalping measures themselves, I think, are actually a good idea. I know that there's a lot of, stigma around, like, it's weird that they're asking you how many hours you have to get one, to like get invited to do one. And I think that's actually a pretty decent idea. I think seeing the most devoted people to get a Switch 2 is a good idea. I think that's decent. There's definitely a way to do it. I don't think it should go too overboard. But yeah, I was just saying that the concept of using your playtime and using your play hours on your Switch to actually pre-order a Switch 2, I think that's a decent idea. I think that's
very good. Because you can see who's truly...
Yeah, who's actually a fan, who actually plays the games, who plays the consoles.
I like it. I do really, really like that.
I think there should be a limit, though. Like, it's a
Yeah.
good idea, but don't go too hard on it. But yeah, as an anti-scalping measure, pretty decent. I can't say I can complain against it. I know that some people do. I know that some people are kind of like weird about that. But I mean, I think it's a good idea.
Is there any Switch games, any Nintendo games that you like? I don't know if you'll get a Switch 2 straight away. Would you?
Yeah, probably.
Oh, you will. Okay.
I mean, even as a non-Nintendo fan, they've still got me by the balls, man. I'm still gonna buy one.
Well, because they've got me on the Donkey Kong game looked great.
The Donkey Kong game is really cool, actually.
Mario Kart game looks really cool. Even though Sonic Crossworlds, I played the beta for that. That was really fucking good. A bit unbalanced, which was really weird for a Sonic racing game. It was crazily unbalanced, but very cool to have the don't remember what they're called. Extreme Gears back. That was really cool after like 12 plus years, probably longer. So Sonic Crossworlds was good, but yeah, Mario Kart, I'll get both. Metroid Prime 4. Fuck me, I've been waiting a while for that. Overall, Nintendo, their in-house stuff for me, they always deliver, minus Pokemon. So yeah, they've got me. I'll be straight honest. I love Nintendo, and but it is hard to stick up for if you want to upgrade your Breath of the Wild copy, it's going to cost £20, £25.
You've just reminded me.
Yep, that is probably one of the worst. You know what? That to me might be worse than the actual price of the games.
Not only upgrading your existing copy to a better version, which, to be fair, a lot of other people do that. PS4 to PS5 upgrade and all that shit.
£30 though.
Oh, fine. But charging for a tech demo.
Oh my god.
Buddy.
At least Astrobots or Astro Playroom was free. And it was, you know what? That might be the best PS5 exclusive.
It was
fucking tech demo other than actual Astrobot. That's Astrobots 2 for 2.
It was really good. Having that tech demo, like PS5 thing, it teaches you about the new controller. It shows you all of the like different features, the new rumble and shit, the microphone. Yeah, it puts it in gameplay. Like you have to blow into the microphone to like spin a boat or all that shit. That's so neat. And yeah, now you can walk around a Switch 2, click buttons to see what each part of the Switch 2 is. And you have the privilege to pay for that. You have the privilege to see your Switch 2.
Sometimes it is really hard to be a Nintendo fan, and that's one of the times where they'll say, "How much are they asking for it?" Did they say?
No, I don't think I saw the price of it now.
But even if it's fucking £5, it's still too much. You literally just look at what I've got the game on my phone. It's called fucking Google.
Yeah.
I can Google what the fucking magnetic Joy-Cons do. Spoiler, they're magnets. I don't need to pay for that.
Yeah.
Oh, it's silly. It is really silly. But their in-house stuff, I'll tell you right now, they've got me. If they ever, they will, because of how well Pikmin 4 sold. When, should I say, they show Pikmin 5, oh, it's over. If that's what they're doing with Donkey Kong, and that's what they're doing with Mario Kart, and Pikmin 4, was a complete change for the series. They dumbed it down a lot. They made it really easy. Other than some of the challenges you've got to go out your way to do at the end game, they made it really easy. But Pikmin 4, having it be third person over the shoulder rather than top down, fuck me, that was a change. I really love that game. It might be the best one in the franchise. Fight between 1, 3, and 4, but it's so good. So I can't wait to see what they do with Pikmin 5. Can't wait to see what they do with a new, an actual new Mario game. Metroid 4, they've just got so much in the works that I can't wait to see. Which is why I'm saying leave it between Sony and Nintendo, because at least they do. Sony try actually. What's a Sony game other than Astrobot? God of War, Ragnarok. No, they try. It comes to PC, so, but it's whatever.
No, you keep going. You keep going.
Just leave it between them. Microsoft, just let go of the IPs. Just go liquid at this point. You know what? And then, that might be next episode's thing actually. Just give the IPs. Give fucking Banjo back to Nintendo. Give Spyro back to Sony. Give Crash back to Sony. Just fucking stop. They've got so much, and I don't think they've released a single game with any of them. Have they released anything since they've got Bethesda? Starfield. Fuck
Starfield,
me.
yeah.
What?
Don't worry. Elder Scrolls 6.
Is there estimated 2029 release date? 2029. In 4 years. I can't. Like, Microsoft. You've seen their new console idea, haven't you? Where it's just Steam.
I don't believe I have. Wait.
Go have a little gander.
Yeah.
Apparently, their next console is going to just connect to Steam, so you can play your PC games.
Oh, the handheld, the Microsoft handheld thing.
Is it handheld? I thought it was a whole console.
I think it's handheld.
Microsoft new console.
Project Keenan, is that it?
Newest Xbox consoles, is this it?
First party Xbox gaming handheld and new controllers.
Oh, is that it?
I did hear that.
No. Oh wait,
yes. Handheld. Yeah.
Oh wait, is it handheld as well? Wait a second. So it's a 2-in-1, yeah, because that's a whole ass console there. I'm not listening to the people because I don't want to fucking hear IGN yap shit. But I think
based.
I think it connects to Steam. Do you know what you've just said there?
A Steam Deck.
Get a PC. Get a fucking PC or a Steam Deck. Get anything else.
Yeah.
I hate Microsoft. And you know what? I think all three of the big three are quite scummy. I know the sites are on Nintendo at the moment because that is quite bad what they've done recently. Good and bad. Console good, pricing for everything that's not the console bad. But Microsoft they're just acquiring everything and they're just not letting game devs free. They fucking I think I mentioned this on the last time we spoke about where they got rid of the whole Crash Spyro game because they wanted to make the people work on Black Ops fucking 6. And they've got rid of a lot of that stuff to put AI generated art into it instead. What the fuck?
The AI generated art in COD was actually wild.
So what actually happened to the Crash team? Rareware, that whole team dissolved because, well, Rare's still together. It's still called Rareware. But most of the people are now at Playtonic Games, which made Yooka-Laylee, which is actually getting a remake very soon, which looks really fucking good. Considering the original was shit. Hot shit. And they waited 9 years to remake it? 8 years? Fuck me. They waited a little while, but apparently we're getting the full version of what the game was meant to be. Why release the game in the first place then? 8 years ago. But yeah, Microsoft are bastards. Sony, look at that Helldivers situation.
And
that was chaos.
They still haven't fixed that.
You still need to...
You don't have to sign in anymore. It's an optional thing to sign into PSN. But they still haven't allowed it in those countries. It's still banned. You still can't buy those games. You still can't buy PlayStation games on Steam in the countries where PSN isn't available, even though you don't need PSN anymore. Why is it still banned in those countries?
Yeah, so maybe all three are just fucking monsters, and at the moment we've got our sights on one that's affecting
Nintendo
everyone.
was the most recent screw up, but
right. All three are monsters, but at least Nintendo make games to back themselves up. Sure, the games are fucking pricey now, but you know what? I've heard people optionally say GTA 6. I'll happily spend £100 on it. They are part of the problem.
Yeah, the GTA 6 £100 thing is I don't like that at all.
The fingers will be pointed at Nintendo for it. It's not going to be Nintendo's fault. This was their plan originally. If it's £100, that was their original plan. Because they have openly went, this is so much content in, this is going to be huge, blah, blah, blah. We're fucked, is the point. If you want to buy 6 AAA titles in a year, you will eventually be spending 600 plus quid on just 6 games, and that's how it's going to be.
The concept of that to me is so rage-inducing, it gives me a headache.
Because look at Steam, look at fucking Balatro. What was that? 10 quid?
Yeah.
My fucking Steam library. I used to think RimWorld was like, oh my god, how could they? I love the game. How can he excuse it being 22 quid? What the fuck was I bitching about? 28 quid, sorry, 30 quid. That I've put 400 plus hours into that.
Okay.
I used to think so much about like stuff like this, and now I'm looking at games being 100. I'm like, oh, what the fuck have I been complaining about?
That's the thing, right? So, one game that we still need to play that we still haven't done, Factorio. It's DLC. I've heard it's 30 quid.
30 quid. Yeah.
Kind of expensive for a DLC. I've heard it is worth every single penny, and I don't doubt that for a second. I think the original Factorio is a fantastic, amazing game, and I do not doubt that the DLC is worth that 30 quid. However, we are talking about a DLC, and that same concept, that same argument can be used for GTA 6 being worth 100 quid. If we say it's a DLC, yes, it's pricey for a DLC, but it's worth it because the DLC is incredible. What's stopping us from saying, yeah, GTA 6 is 100 quid, but it's worth it because there's a lot with, you know, the game itself is worth 100 quid. Where is the line there?
Yeah, it's a finicky. The line is indie compared to AAA.
I think that is a lot to do with it, yeah.
Because Factorio's 10 10 plus years old. I did a fucking retrospective on it. 10 plus? Yeah, it's definitely over 10 years old. And then they've just had that game. They've not been. I don't know if they've made any more games, the devs, but they've carried on pumping stuff into Factorio. So when they release a DLC that's the same price as the game, you've now bought, that's what, £60 for the DLC and the game combined. That's a full game, and you're getting so many more hours out of that game than you will, say, God of War Ragnarok or something like that. Different style of game, don't get me wrong. One's a story, one's this.
Yeah, I don't know if that...
It's a different style of game, but I'll happily say God of War is worth its money because you're enjoying the story. So I'll say Factorio is worth it because you'll be enjoying what you're doing. It's worth every penny. But if you went pay £100 for Factorio, I'd be like, you can fuck off, because I know what the game is, and that I will probably do the same for GTA. There's certain games I'll happily pay £100 for. I'll just say it. I paid £50 for Pikmin 4. I would have doubled that.
Fair.
I would have done it in a second. Tears of the Kingdom, one of my favourite games of all time now.
Really?
Minus the FPS like issues it has every so often. Not often, but it does happen. A fucking fantastic game. I'd pay 100. I paid 70. I'd pay 100. I will be paying £30 to upgrade it to play through it again without those fucking issues. Because that was... I spent, I think it was like 6 hours in the tutorial area, like the floating island, just fucking around.
Wow.
You can, like... It's an issue. Like, it's a tough one to say. Things aren't worth £70, £80. I think it's bad. Every game will be worth that, because then it can't be like... Like, I've bought games on the Switch that were like 40, and I'm like, oh, I'm not really liking it. I'll stop playing it. But I don't regret it. Whilst if I spent £100 on a game, I'd be like, fuck, I need to finish this.
That really does suck, yeah. Like, a £40-50 game, yeah, I agree with you. I can probably put that down. If I'm not just having fun with it, and the game hasn't gripped me in a few hours, sure, I'll put that down. I'll eat the cost. I mean, Steam is the best for that because you get a refund under like 2 hours, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, Steam is just the goat for that. But, yeah, if spending 100, even like Nintendo's asking price of 80, right? Even say if that's a case that's going with the conversion rate. So that's a physical copy. 80 for a physical Nintendo copy of like Super Mario. Or Mario World, Kart World, whatever that was.
Physical copy.
Yeah, physical. I would genuinely be angry if I didn't like that game.
Yep.
And I don't think that's good at all. Yeah, it really comes down to the game can be worth it, sure. But for a price like that, are you really willing to take that gamble?
Yeah, it's everything to do with this now, with the price and stuff. It's really pushing certain people's situations, because certain people won't have the money to try the new games. I mean, they don't now. So bumping it even further is crazy.
It absolutely sucks. I can't imagine. Like, I love trying new games, but if the games do start to become 100 each, I'm not buying them. I'm just not.
Yeah, no. Because I wouldn't have knew. With, I don't know, I'm trying to think of a game I spent money on that I really liked. Tears of the Kingdom. I was going to get it anyway, but I wouldn't have knew I'd like it that much if it was £100. If that was just like the new Donkey Kong game, I'm going to get it because I know I like platformers, but you might like the look of it, but you would be like, I don't know if I can spend £90 on a game I might not like. So they're going to lose sales here, majorly. But leaving the Switch 2 behind and moving to a different dev that's... I think we spoke... Is Capcom Monster Hunter?
Yes, it is.
Where's Resident Evil 9?
Great question, and I would love to know.
Like, really, it's been 5 years, 4 years since Resident Evil 8, and probably 2, maybe 3 since Resident Evil 8 Shadow of Rose. Where's 9? What's 9? Trailer for 9? Release date for 9? Anything? A peep? Because if I see Resident Evil 5 remake before I see 9, I will lose my shit.
Facts.
5's cool. I like 5, but continue the story, please. We just got 4, 2 years ago.
I'd also stop doing those stupid multiplayer games.
Multiplayer games, RE-verse and stuff.
RE-verse, the Dead by Daylight version of Resident Evil and all that shit. Stop doing them. Remake Outbreak. If you want to do a multiplayer game, remake Outbreak. That's it. Stop doing them.
Yeah, just can we just get 9? You do something. They was on a hot streak. They were. Recently, I'm like poking them with a stick, hoping move, do something. They wouldn't stop. They had their foot on the gas. From Resident Evil 2 remake to 4, they just wouldn't let up.
Yep.
And they had a bunch of cool stuff in between. Street Fighter 6, I didn't like it, but people did. So,
I like Street Fighter 6.
So I can't say bad game because it was a really good game. It's just Street Fighter's not for me. Whilst Mortal Kombat 1 is a bad game.
Fuck
I
the
still
cameos.
like it. Yeah, cameo. The game would be so good.
Fuck the cameos, man.
There's such a good guest list as well.
Terminator was so good. Terminator just came out for it. It's so good, but the cameos ruin it. Ghostface, yeah. Ghostface is so good. I love being able to switch between the knives. It's really fun and it's a cool mechanic and switching between them. And I will say this to the heavens, and I've said it so many times in my friend group, the idea of using, because Ghostface is 2 separate people, right? So it uses that 2 separate people idea and uses it as a in-game teleportation. So you can go to the other side of the screen as a second guy, but obviously to you it's just like a teleportation.
Yeah.
That is such a good idea. Such a good concept. I love that. Being able to do that and then switch knives in between. Red knife, blue knife. You get different abilities. Oh my god, Ghostface is so good in that game. And then, to do a combo, you need this cameo. Get fucked.
Yeah, you need Scorpion with his one move in particular to extend it. It's like, okay, cool, I guess. Ways to ruin it.
Don't get me wrong, you can do some really sick combos without the cameos, but
if you want to
limiting yourself. You are genuinely just limiting yourself.
And it's just a feature I don't care to fucking learn.
Same. I don't give a shit about it.
Because it's going in it's got to go in the next one.
I hope it does.
I really fucking hope it does. Because if it does, then Mortal Kombat 2 will not be getting bought. But they wasted so many good fucking
cameos. Oh my god, not cameos, sorry, the licenses. I love some of the licenses that they got. The Terminator one, as I mentioned, Ghostface, as I mentioned, Homelander, Omni-Man. And I mean, they brought back some really cool ones as well.
Yeah,
Cicada, Sector, Noob Saibot. I love what they did with Noob Saibot, I'm going to be honest. I absolutely love Noob Saibot in Mortal Kombat 1. And, oh my god, it completely fucking sucks that the entire game is based around cameos.
So, yeah, just fighting, how do we get there? Yeah, Mortal Kombat 1 sucks, but Capcom are just stagnant at the moment.
Yeah.
I guess their big thing was Monster Hunter, so... Yeah, I guess it's just Resident Evil fans that aren't eating at the moment.
Nah, I mean, you can enjoy Monster Hunter at 30 FPS.
Yeah. You can. Definitely can. I don't want to.
It's a good game. Don't get me wrong. I love Wilds as an actual game. But holy shit, the performance is so ass. And what I hate the most about it is that frame generation is good. That it pisses me off that frame generation is good, because that shows that they put time and effort into making frame generation good. Put that time and effort into optimizing the goddamn game. How about that?
Another thing I want to mention. I know we spoke about Schedule 1 earlier, and you're playing it.
I'm going to play it right after this podcast.
Yeah. So the developers over at Drug Simulator, I think it is, have decided, let's sue Schedule 1 developers.
Really?
From what I've heard, let me make sure this is true, because I was speaking about it earlier. Schedule 1, sue. Explanation of why... who's it suing? Schedule 1 is... no, copyright infringement. Okay, so they're being fucking sued for this, for drug dealing simulator. So I don't know what they're not winning. This has wound me up beyond belief, because Nintendo tried this with Power World and didn't win. I actually, that was one of the games I played recently. Power World, didn't like it in the slightest.
Kind of won a little bit. They did make it change. They did make a little gameplay mechanic change.
Oh, what was it?
Instead of throwing the ball now, I think it just kind of pops out. I don't think you actually throw the ball and then it comes out of the ball.
Yeah, I guess maybe, but for they didn't manage to do anything great, did they?
No, they didn't.
So you're not winning with this drug dealing simulator, because Weed Shop exists and they're getting a new game like next year, at some point. And there's 3 weed shops, and that's been going longer than drug dealing simulator. So why don't Weed Shop just sue drug dealing simulator? They don't own simulation games, and they don't own drugs. So this lawsuit is stupid, just because he's got massive success now. Because Schedule 1 has blew up.
Yeah,
they felt the need to sue.
Why did it blow up? Can I ask? Because you're more into the space of like all of these like simulator, like selling like supermarket, weed shop, all that type of stuff. Schedule 1, I just saw on the Steam store page one day, and then everyone was playing it all of a sudden. I had no idea this game was even a thing.
So my story of getting into it was because I played just so much fucking stupid simulation games. Played fast food simulator, shit like this, and co-op games are always funner. They just are. There's no way around it. And so you had Supermarket Simulator. Do you remember when that blew up?
Which one?
The one where you just run a little supermarket.
I think so. I know me and my friend played Supermarket
TGC.
together.
And I've seen that. It's kind of like that, but before. You had TGC Card Shop Simulator.
I saw that one. TCG Card Shop Simulator was actually really cool. I wanted to play that one.
And Weed Shop 3 was really big. I know Moist Critical and a bunch of streamers played it back a while back. And so they was making another one online co-op. So that's always fun. You can get clips. You can fucking, clips always make games go bigger. And then Schedule 1 came out way before the new Weed Shops come out. And that's co-op online. It's goofy graphics. It can run on a fucking... I'm pretty sure this can run it. So anyone can play it. It's fun, quick. It's got different mechanics. It's just goofy, but it's quite in depth at the same time. There's so much to it, and they're still adding it. And the developers are being so like open with it, where they're saying this is the roadmap. We want to add this and this and all this in a month and a year and all this. So it's good to see him speaking to the community and the community speaking back. So it's blew up from clips and online play and just fun gameplay. And a lot of simulation games do well for some reason. I'm part of the issue, I guess. Or solution. But the drug... What was it? Drug dealing simulator? I haven't even seen the fucking game. Let me look at it. Drug Dealer Simulator 2.
As a second.
Mostly negative.
Is it because of the lawsuit? Did they get backlash from it?
Going after it, indeed, yeah. Mixed overall, though. Don't support this game. Yeah, it's a lot because a bad game go by Schedule 1. Was this before the lawsuit? Game is literal slop. If you oh god, this has been going on for a little bit.
Oh Jesus.
So
are they just angry? Are they just angry that Schedule 1 got successful?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, 100%. Because this is such a baseless lawsuit. So yeah, you'll play it and you'll go. If you liked Supermarket Together, didn't you? Yeah, you liked Supermarket Simulator, so you're like this. It's just mindless fun, where you get to just mix different stuff, you progress quite quickly, and just enjoy a time with your friends where it's just fucking around in like a goofy setting. It's just that. So Tesua, oh god, I hate fucking developers so much.
Yeah, I mean, to me, as I said, Schedule 1 was on the Steam page out of nowhere. Is it a dev that like has made other games that
I don't think so.
showed up? Why did it show up on the front page of Steam?
So it was a handful of. It's one of those where you play it to begin with, and then you'll say, "Hey," you'll tell your friends like, "This is multiplayer. Let's go play."
Yeah.
And then YouTubers get involved, and then once some big YouTubers start playing it, it's you've now got a success.
Speaking of that, have you seen Repo?
Yes, I've played Repo.
You've played Repo? Okay, so that's probably a good segue. How do you feel about Repo?
I like the developers a lot. Really, really like the developers. I've watched all his the little thing he does on YouTube, where he's communicating.
Things.
Yeah. But I'm very tired of these kind of games now. Lethal Company, Content Warning, Headliners, Repo. It's all so samey. I still think this is the best one of the lot, followed by it's like this, then Content Warning, Headliners, then Lethal Company.
Lethal Company
I don't like how
bottom?
I just don't like how the dev literally left the game to rot, and he was.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, fair enough wanting to do something else, but he just didn't say anything on it. He just vanished. And he just didn't update it a lot quick enough. Like, it blew up, and he released like 2 updates since it blew up. Content Warning, I don't know, I played it more with friends and stuff, and we just got better. It was just funnier to us. Repo's definitely the best one. It seems the most in-depth, upgrading your character. Not a lot of monsters in it at the moment, but it's still not even released. Developer's great, but yeah, it's just I'm so bored of these kind of games. It's like you go there, and after 2-3 sessions, it kind of you've seen all the monsters, but it's still fun. I'll probably play it fucking next week, because people want to go on it, and I'm like, yeah, I'll still go on it and give energy to it because it's still fun. But I'm just like, if another one comes out, I'm not buying it because there's only so many monsters. There's about 4 in Repo. They're the exact same from Lethal Company. Like, I'm just yapping now. In Lethal Company, we went back the other day and we played it, and there's this one monster that was like, this is fucking sick. This is my favourite one in any of the games. It's a black hole, and if you stand near it for like 10 seconds, it turns into a black hole and just sucks the entire map up over time. And it just pulls you through it and just instantly kills you if you like. That's sick. I love stuff like that. But when it's like, a monster that one hits you, it's like, fuck me. If it sees you, it chases you and one hits you, and then there's like 4 of them. It's like, yep. But it's just different designs. It's like, give me like an interesting one. Give me one that like fucking throws your teammate like a volleyball, and you've got to throw an object to like intercept it or something. Give me something. Yeah,
I agree. Actually, I agree to a lot of what you were saying. Of a lot of the games are very samey. A lot of the games have kind of copied each other, come out and copied each other and stuff like that. I think Repo is definitely the most interesting of all of them. What I liked to Repo compared to some things like Lethal Company is that in Lethal Company, it felt like I couldn't fight back. It felt like as soon as I saw a monster, I was either running away or just getting one hit. In Repo, at least I can like take damage. I can take a shot. I can take a bite. I can take a hit while I'm running away, and it's not just going to one-shot me. And that gets even better when you do upgrade your character. And yeah, it's got an in-depth upgrade system, and I really like that. And what me and my friends have been doing is, one of us is a runner. They get the speed boost. They get the stamina boost. I'm the strength. I get all the strength upgrades. We have the player counter. They get the player count upgrade so they can see who's alive. Like, there were different people for different roles and stuff for different upgrades, and I think that's really fun. And there's actually a way to fight back, and there are multiple ways to fight back. You can go the strength route and start just like picking up the enemies and start throwing them everywhere and damage them that way. Each different enemy kind of has a different way that you can deal with it. Like the shotgun guy, you can make him miss a shot and then trick him into falling down, or you can go to some stairs and then he'll fall down and trip down the stairs. And shit like that. Like, it's just it's fun to do. You have some counterplay, you have some stuff that you can do around it. It's fun. So yeah, I really do like Repo. But yeah, it is extremely samey. A lot of the stuff is samey. And I love party games, don't get me wrong. Even stuff like Among Us and all of the clones that came from Among Us, like this Spaceman one and all that shit. Those are also kind of fun, and yeah, party games are cool. But I mean, yeah, they're kind of getting a lot.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, there's too much now.
There seems like a new party game every like month, and it's like, I don't want to keep buying party games.
And you play it for like a week, and you go, this is really fun, and then there you go, it's done. But yeah, it's whatever. This is why I like Schedule 1 or games like it, because you'll play it longer than a week probably, or if not, you'll definitely get your hours worth of it. Like, I've had it for 2 weeks. I've got 20 hours on it, and we're just in the middle section. I'll say one thing about it: it gets to a point where you're just passing the days, because you've got certain stuff automated, and you're like, okay, I can't do anything for today, past the day. But you got to wait till 6 p.m. So it's like, that was winding me up, because you got to wait for certain stuff to happen before you can continue. That does get a bit too much, but it's still in early alpha, so I'm not gonna be like, fuck that game. It's fantastic. And how much is it? It's
like 16, 15.
Yeah, it's fucking great for that, for what it is.
Yeah, I like the simulator games. I like I don't play many of the silly simulators, should I say. I play shit like Arma 3. There's like a military sim. I play farming simulator, Euro Truck Simulator. I feel like those are kind of more serious type of simulators rather than the quote unquote silly type of simulators. But I do enjoy the silly ones as well. As I said, I'm going to be playing Schedule 1 right after this anyway. I played Supermarket together. I find them really fun, but I feel like, for me, I feel like this might just be a me thing, but I'm the type of person that I just don't want to keep playing party games. I want an actual substantial game, like a proper game that grips me. There'll be a story game, multiplayer game, whatever. Just a substantial game that grips me. And I feel like all of these party games getting popular is due to the fact that there is no fucking substantial games anymore.
No, yeah, it's either all single player, like great single player games, or party game multiplayer games. Because there's no, what was the last one? Split Fiction. That's all I can think of when it comes to recent multiplayer games to play with your friends. It's got like a story or actual gameplay mechanics. So yeah, Split Fiction's the only one I can think of. Baldur's Gate, maybe. Baldur's Gate as well.
Yeah.
There's some when you truly look into it, but there's not enough for everyone to be like, I feel like I've got something to play. I've got this and that to do, but I don't know. There's just so much at the moment.
Our biggest problem in the Discord right now, and one of the points of contesting, I don't know what that word is. Shooter games are absolute fucking ass. I cannot have fun in a shooter game.
Yeah, no, I'm about to go through all the Borderlandses for a video. I don't know if you've played any of the Borderlandses.
I've played Borderlands 2 for a little bit. We do also plan to go through the Borderlandses as a group.
Yeah, so that's the only shooter I can think of at the moment, though. I think I'll probably have fun with that. Just games at the moment, just fucking...
When I think of shooter game, I think of
COD,
Valorant, COD, Apex. It's battle royales, sure. and I can't. I just they're not fun. I don't know. Fragpunk. Do you know about Fragpunk?
I've seen it. I've seen it on Steam. I haven't seen anyone playing it.
We were.
It's probably a bad time.
I say we. A lot of my friends were excited for it. There's one friend in particular, Neon. He was very excited for it. It was a shooter game that was very out of the ordinary. It was, it tried to do its own thing. I commend it for that.
Oh, I've seen this ages ago with the cards for abilities.
Yeah, the cards and stuff.
Yes.
Very fun idea. Love the concept. The beta was great. We enjoyed the beta a lot. Came out. It has 7 to 8, no, more than that. It has like 10 different currencies for all of the different shit. It has a gacha system where the rates are abysmal dog shit. They slowed down the movement. People complained. They sped it back up again. They have no idea what the fuck they're doing with that game. They don't know what the direction of the game is. They don't know if they want it to be a CS:GO Valorant thing where it's like tactical, but then they have cards that make your head go big, and then all tactical shit goes out the window. It feels so middle, and I don't understand where they're trying to go with the game. And with the monetization being the way it is, it's just not a game I want to play. And it's a shame because it's probably one of the best conceptualized shooters in recent memory, because what else do we have? Valorant, CS:GO, COD, Siege. I mean, Siege is probably the best one of them, but I mean, Siege X. Oh man.
It's gaming at the moment is a mess. But what company at the moment is like the saving grace for you, if there is one?
After all the shit they did with Wilds, I would probably still say Capcom.
You reckon
I'd probably still say Capcom. Because, as you said, they were on a roll from 2 remake onwards. I loved every game. 3 remake, don't get me wrong, had so many goddamn problems. I hate that they cut out the clock tower part of the OG RE3. And yes, it was a very short game. I still liked it. I still liked 3 remake, sue me. And then 7 was great. The DLC was great. Wilds, although performance is dog shit, is great. Yeah, I've got to say Capcom.
I'm gonna quickly tangent here before I mention mine. Have you heard of a game called Rematch?
No.
Probably not. Okay, it's a football a game created by the
is
same
that
people
by
made
Sifu?
Yeah.
Yes, I do know that.
So I've been taking part in the closed alpha beta things. I don't know if I'm actually allowed to say that.
God damn it, bitch.
Give me 1 second to make sure I can say that.
While you do that, that reminds me, how the fuck did they go from Sifu to football?
You know what? Can I say... I'll Google if I'm allowed to say that.
You're an idiot.
Well, it says I can't stream or screen share, but it says I can't. It doesn't say I'm not allowed to speak about it, so I'm allowed to speak about it.
Okay.
So I've been taking part of the closed beta, or not even that, the play tests of it, and it's so good, it's so fun, and all that. I fucking hate people though. I've been playing it with 2 friends, so there's 2 randoms because it's 5v5.
Mm-hmm.
Why does every random ever feel like they need to be the hero? They're always got such main character syndrome. I hate it.
I mean, it's the exact same thing with Valorant and Duelist and
shit. It's fucking so hard to deal with. You pass to them, and there's such a nice thing where they can pass back to you. It'll be all good, and they'll just take a shot from the halfway line. And at one point, I was just staring at my screen I must be imagining certain things here. But yeah, that was just a little tangent. Rematch is a game I'm really looking forward to. So the closed tests for that have been so fun. So yeah, but Company, that's the saving grace at the moment. I thought you were going to say FromSoft, to be honest.
Not after Duskblood.
Do you not like the look of it?
No, the look of it is fine. I really enjoy... Okay, another tangent from me. Lies of P opened my eyes to how good steampunk is. I love steampunk in a Souls game.
Oh yeah, steampunk's really cool.
Steampunk and Souls game go together so well for me. I think that is the best pairing. And for an actual FromSoft game, an actual official Souls game in steampunk, paradise. Absolute cinema. Why did they put it on the Switch 2? Like, give us Bloodborne 2. Okay. Fucking monkey paw. Like, holy shit.
Actually is a monkey paw. Fuck me.
Why?
Well, I'm getting a Switch 2 anyway, so
yeah, I'm going to get one anyway. I was going to get one for Pokemon. So, yeah, I'm getting one. But, like, why?
Yeah, but you could say the same for Bloodborne. Why was that exclusive?
Yeah, but, like, they saw what happened with Bloodborne. Why would they do it again?
just to have.
I mean, even Nintendo for Demon Souls, like Demon Souls is still locked, but I mean, at least they did a remake for that, I guess.
I did not like Demon Souls remake.
I did. I enjoyed it.
I didn't. It just weren't for me. My saving team is probably 11-bit Studio.
That's fair. Frostpunk.
Frostpunk. The Altars looks amazing. I want to go through Indica, the Invincible, and the Fromage. This War of Mine. This War of Mine's such a it is amazing. So yeah, well, they developed Indica and the Invincible and the Fromage, but they published it. They didn't develop it, but yeah, they're in-house developed games. Altars, Frostpunk, and This War of Mine. Fuck me, they're great. Moonlighters looks really good. So yeah, but other than that, the easy option was Nintendo, but they're not really a fucking hero at the moment. They're more of a villain. They're definitely a villain at the moment.
They've done some dumb decisions. The Switch 2. I mean, I'll give them credit. I'll give them one thing for credit in that direct. They showed how shit the screen share is. I think that's hilarious. They showed that it was at like 10 FPS at like 480p. Mm-hmm. Now, if they like just pre-rendered it and showed it as like perfect quality, and then you would get it and it would be 480p 10 FPS, that would be shitty. But them showing in the direct that it was shitty already, fair. Good on them.
Me personally, I just wouldn't have shown that as a feature.
Yeah,
no one cares. It was just like I'm Discord. Again, yeah, I guess people do it a lot. You do it a lot on Discord, don't you? You
share all the time. Yeah, absolutely all the time.
I'll bring one last topic up because we're getting to that point.
Mm-hmm.
Dead by Daylight. I haven't played it in a while, but Tokyo
Ghoul.
Yeah, I haven't watched the anime, so
we watched episode 1 just before it came out, so we understood what was happening.
Yeah. Where's Goku? Do you reckon he'll come?
Don't you fucking dare! Don't you fucking dare! Do you know how pissed people are at Tokyo Ghoul being anime in Dead by Daylight?
Yeah, I'd assume so.
Like,
it's a very peculiar one when Pennywise isn't in the fucking game yet, but we get Tokyo shitting Ghoul.
Yeah.
What is that? Where's Predator? They've got so much they can add. What the fuck's a Tokyo Ghoul?
Yes. But he is one of the most divisive killers I've ever seen. He is incredibly fun to play. I love playing him. He is amazing to play. He feels good to play. He's bullshit to play. Playing against him, sometimes it's fun. Sometimes it's just fucking annoying. Like, are you familiar with his power? No. Okay.
I've got nothing on him.
His power is basically those huge tentacles coming out of his back. He uses them to leap like Attack on Titan gear, pretty much.
Okay.
That's basically his entire power.
So he's quite shit on closed maps, I'm guessing.
No, he's good on every map.
Oh.
He may have bad maps, but he is good on it. He may have not so good maps, but he is good on every map, in my opinion.
Okay.
But he uses his power to leap around the map. He is probably the fastest killer in the game. He can go from one side of the map to the other in lightning speed. Camping and like staying around hook with this killer is kind of non-existent because you can get back to the hook within an instant. Genuinely, if you hook someone, go to the other side of the map to check a gen, you can come back to that hook when they've been saved instantly. So yes, there is point of contention. People are saying he needs nerfs. I'm not gonna disagree. However, he did just come out. Like, we've got to give him some breathing room here.
Yeah.
We do need to figure out how we're going to counter him. However, his first hit, when he leaps, he's like Blight. You know how Blight can't go straight to a survivor and hit them as soon as he dashes? He has to hit a wall first. And then as soon as he hits a wall, then he can hit the survivor. He's like that. You have to leap once at least, and then you can grab the survivor with a second leap.
Okay.
And that second grab is one of the most bullshit things in the game. It is completely free. It is completely unmissable. It is absolutely brainless. You cannot miss it. And it is the freest hit in the whole goddamn game, in my opinion. After that, he's an M1 killer.
Okay.
And that's all he can do. He's just an M1 killer. Which is why I think I say give him some breathing room before you nerf him. Because if you can play against him, if you can play around his grabs, play around his movement, I don't think he'd be too bad. Yeah, his first hit is completely free. After that, he's just an M1 killer. So, like, yeah, I can understand the frustrations. I can understand where people are coming from asking for nerfs. But I think it is going to come down to some type of counterplay. You can see where he's going to leap. When you hold right click, when you're about to leap, it does like a little marker for the killer, right? Where your tentacle is going to go. So that's where you're going to leap to. The survivor can also see that mark. Can also see where the killer is going to leap to.
Okay.
So, you know, there is counterplay there. You can counterplay it. And I think it's fun. It is fun to go against him sometimes. But he's, like, going against a cracked ghoul, you've got no chance. It's like going against a nurse or a blight. You've just got no chance. And he has the same techs, kind of, that Wesker has. You know how Wesker can, like, hug onto objects to, like, go around them, really weirdly? He has those kind of techs, because he slides after each leap. So you can, like, move your mouse and go around the survivor to block them off and shit. It's... I don't know. At the end of the day, my opinion is, yes, he may need some nerfs, but give him some breathing room. Let him be out for at least, like, a couple weeks or something. And, you know, let's see. If there's enough counterplay, maybe he doesn't need nerfs. But, you know, just, you know, give him some time. Give him some breathing room.
Yeah, I get that. So, is he the license? Is there another licensed killer? Is Five Nights at Freddy's actually happening?
Yes.
Is that guaranteed?
In June, that's summer.
Oh, okay, that's official.
Yes, it was official. Okay. It was officially announced last year.
I remember that, but when I checked, I couldn't find anything on it.
Yeah, because they haven't said anything on it. They've
just said it's happening.
Yeah, they showed it like huge reveal, huge thing was like, yo, the what's the FNAF guy's name? Scott Cawthon?
Oh, Scott.
Yeah, Scott
Cawthon.
Yeah, Scott Cawthon. He was saying like there's gonna be a FNAF collab. It's like gonna be the first FNAF video game collab ever. You better like watch out for it. Everyone was really excited. People thought it was gonna be Fortnite. People thought, it was going to be Dead by Daylight. All these theories going around, all exciting. It's like, wow, what's going to be? Reveals that it's Dead by Daylight. Half the crowd absolutely cheering, happy. Oh my god, it's finally happening. The other half of the crowd like, what the fuck is Dead by Daylight? and then nothing. And it's like, yeah, it comes out in summer 2025. Look forward to it. Haven't heard anything since. So
I thought we would have had like something by now, even just like I don't know. I guess it's still got like 3 months.
It's still a bit away. I don't blame them for not saying anything because the FNAF community is probably one of the most passionate communities, shall we say?
Yeah, but I thought there would have been like, so it's a map, a killer, and a survivor, or
I think they've said
killer,
it's a full chapter. I think they've said it's a full chapter. Okay. So it comes with a map, a killer, and a survivor. Yeah.
Do we know what any of the characters in Five Nights at Freddy's actually looks like?
No, what they look like? No. 90% the killer is going to be Springtrap.
Springtrap.
Yeah.
I'm on about the survivor mainly. Vanessa.
What's Springtrap's son? The one that got like spaghettied by the robot.
I could not tell you.
The one in
Springtrap,
sister location.
Springtrap Junior.
It was his son that went to.
I'm not a Five Nights at Freddy's.
I'm familiar with the outlines.
Freddy.
Freddy. Yeah. I can't remember his name. Michael Afton. That's his name. Yeah, it's probably going to be Springtrap the killer, Michael Afton the survivor, and then a pizzeria as the map.
Pizzeria could be pretty cool.
That's
or
just
the thing from Security Breach, the Pizzaplex. That'd
sure,
be too big.
Sure. I wouldn't mind it, but it would, in my opinion, it would be worse than a pizzeria. But
I'm just thinking how small the pizzeria is.
Yeah, that is true. But I was thinking, like, have the pizzeria and then have the street outside the pizzeria.
Oh, it's the fucking entity could just rip parts of it. Could just be like the three pizzerias stitched together,
yeah, sure.
1, 2, and 3. Yeah,
yeah. I mean, of
course,
they have a lot of creative liberties with saying like, "Oh, the entity did this," like they have a lot of thing for that. But
no, that's cool then. Where's Pennywise?
Like Security Breach for FNAF, not my cup of tea. Don't really like it.
It was an interesting concept that they just didn't try.
It was a direction they went. It was definitely a direction.
I thought it could have been something if they went horror, if they went full horror, and it wasn't bright as fucking day outside, and you can see the things from like 16 miles away, and it ran, and if it actually ran properly and didn't glitch every 30 seconds. Interesting concepts. Make it horror or don't. Like, what are we doing?
One of the most amusing YouTube like arcs that I ever went through was when Security Breach came out and all those videos came out of 30 minutes of just bugs.
Oh yeah, I've seen stuff like that.
That was funny as hell to watch.
I played it it came free for the PlayStation 5 for PS Plus. I thought, you know what, I'll give it a go. How was it still broken a year later? What the fuck was that? Yeah, it was, and the new characters as well.
I don't like them.
Fuck me, they yapped. They yapped a lot. Did you play the VR one, Help Wanted?
I didn't play it. I saw it though.
Help Wanted 1, I played that. Fucking phenomenal. I played Help Wanted 2. Why were the characters still yapping? They didn't stop. There's the Moon guy, Moon Sun.
Oh yeah, the one that switches. Yeah.
Fuck me, he doesn't stop.
No, he does not.
Like, I'm in a horror game, and when he's just telling me about his fucking story about when he walked to the shops and stuff, I'm like, well, this isn't what I'm expecting. It's like if fucking Slenderman catches you and he's like, yeah, I'll tell you about the story of the 8 pages. or just kill me. Yeah, no, the characters, that's probably where they went wrong, The characters. because they don't shut up.
Yeah.
And they're not intimidating. The old ones were kind of spooky. The first 4. The 4th one was scary. I'll give it that.
Yeah. You talk about FNAF 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Mm.
The 4th one was, I think the 4th one was the scariest. I think
it's the best one in the franchise.
Yeah. I think I can agree.
A horror game revolved all around sound.
Yeah.
Pretty good. But overall, yeah, security. Like, I thought it was a cool concept, being a big pizzaplex. I thought I was literally playing it because I didn't watch anything on it before. I was like, okay, the lights are going to be shut off soon. It's going to be pitch black, and you'll have to use your torch. No.
Did you beat it? Did you beat the game?
Yeah.
You beat the game?
I was literally at the end where it's like you can leave now. It must have been glitched. Surely the lights were meant to shut off. But yeah, at the end, it's like, you can leave now at 6 a.m. or you can go and do like this extra stuff. I went, okay, I'll stay and do the extra stuff because this is where the lights will shut off and I'll need this torch. The lights don't shut off. I was literally waiting for it to turn into a horror game. And then as soon as I finished, I'm like, this is a kid's franchise. That's where it truly sat with me.
Did you?
When the final cutscene was like a comic book style thing, I'm like, I was dumbfounded. I was like, this can't be a multi-million-dollar game.
Did you do the yeah, you said you stayed for the extra stuff. Did you do like the Springtrap stuff where you have to go down?
Yeah, where you go down.
And
that was quite cool, but it doesn't work.
No.
That was really fun. No. When I was hiding. You go into the Freddy bot or whatever it is to like hide, and I just kept getting killed in there. And then I was like, okay, maybe I don't hide in him. You get killed if you're not in it. So eventually it worked, and what I had to do was hide in him. So I don't know what I was doing wrong the first few times. And then a really weird cutscene came out. This is how out of... I'm sure it was like probably like everyone was jaw drops for the people that followed the law. But like a big tangled machine came down. It had like Freddy's face. I'm like, why was Freddy speaking to me in the game, and why didn't he shut up? What was happening in that game? I was dumbfounded, and then it finished, and they're like, "Do you want to buy the Ruin DLC?" No, I fucking do not. If you can't even finish the main game without it like failing to work, what makes you think I'm buying this DLC? The Ruin DLC.
Oh, yeah.
How can you have a horror franchise be targeted towards kids? I don't get it. And the story's quite dark from like the first one. He killed like killed a bunch of kids, and I'm like,
the whole entire premise of of FNAF as a whole is killed kids.
Don't even get me started on
the movie.
Child
murderer.
Don't get me, like the movie itself.
The movie.
The second one looks horrendous, and I'm going day one to watch that.
I'm watching it instantly.
like the first one was so... What when they started building that fort?
When Bonnie fell off.
Yeah, and he hits the thumbs up. I sat there with my girlfriend and like her sister and her sister's fiance. We went there to watch it. And that scene happened. We both looked at each other. I said, "Do you just want to play Dead Arms? just for entertainment? Do you want to just punch each other in the arms for fun?" I was so bored.
I didn't. Okay. As a FNAF dip in and outer, like I think it's amusing, and the lore was good. Like the first like few games where the lore was being built up and it was all actually cryptic, like it was like it was never told to you, and it was actually cryptic. I mean, it's still cryptic now, but like.
Then it was like I tried to watch a rundown. I got fucking bored very quickly. I watched a rundown. He's like, to begin with, it seemed like he was telling just a story, as a background story.
Yeah.
And there's a lot going on in that story. If you wanted to dip your toes in it and be like, okay, this is happening. This connects to the second game when it's in the past, and now it's like it's in your face, but it's trying to be cryptic. Where it's like,
Yeah.
this isn't charming anymore.
That's
This is pissing me off.
That's what I couldn't put into words. Actually, you did it better than I could. The fact that the old games were games on their own. You could play those games, have fun with them, and be like, okay, that's it. Close the game, not think about it again. Or you see like a poster on the wall, and it's like, hang on, that seems kind of interesting. And then you start looking into different things of the room, and then you start piecing stuff together, and then it becomes an actual story just in the background. You can have fun with the game and not even care about any of this, and it's fine because the game is still fine. But you still have it in the background, and it's still a full-on thing. And now with Security Breach, you've got the entire game where the game just doesn't feel full without that cryptic story. But then you've got to go into this cryptic story to make the game worth it. It's like,
Yeah, no, don't it? And then making the robots speak was an absolute mind boggler. Jesus, imagine taking charm out of characters by giving them a voice.
But the movie, I thought it was an enjoyable bad, you know.
I liked Josh Hutcherson.
Yeah, the
main guy.
Yeah, the main guy. Yeah.
He did.
I think he did a good job. Yeah.
My God, the kills could. The first kill was pretty cool with the fox running him down.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to have seen something.
Dum.
Like maybe kill him, maybe show that on the screen.
Yeah, that also confuses me. As you said, it's a horror pointed at kids. So it's the movie's got killing, the movie's got like saw blades in a mask that's being put on him and like shredding his face off. But then you're not showing it
away
because
last
kids.
second. Like just either do it or don't do it. That's the thing. Like when he charged down, I was like, okay. I sat up. I was like, maybe it's going to be a good movie. And then he screamed, and then it's like title card. And I thought, fuck, no. And then what was the next kill? He got pulled into the ball pit, didn't he?
Yeah.
And it cut away, and then it cuts back, and she's like, he's dead. I thought, oh, fuck off, man. Just stop. The only cool death was the shadow, and she's like looking in the Freddy's mouth, and he shuts down.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. He falls in half. I was like, okay, that's a pretty cool one. It was explicit without being explicit, but everything else was like, fuck me, please. Oh God. I just thought, this is a long movie. It's not a long movie, apparently. It's like an hour and 30 minutes. I thought, what? They've got the time out of this.
See, I found it funny. I thought it was enjoyable to watch.
Did you go cinema for it?
No, I didn't.
Well, you didn't have to fucking spend a fair bit of money on it then, did you?
That's fair, yeah. But we watched it as a group. And because, I mean, it's funny. Like, laugh at it with your friends, you know? So yeah, I feel like I had more of an enjoyable experience than you did.
We went to laugh at it, but it was like, it got to a point where I was like, fuck me, this is just, I'm bored. Cats, Cats the musical thing.
Oh,
and
God,
yeah. James, we went to me and her went to the cinema to watch that. I had a blast. It was so shit. I was laughing through that, and I got shushed because I was laughing at like weird scenes. Like the first very scene of the thing, it's like it's slowly panning down, and it shows the first cat. I was in tears. I don't know why. I was laughing so much during that. But that film, I didn't laugh because I was like, okay, something's going to happen. And then the end of the film's coming up. I'm like, okay, something. And it's like, oh, thank God we're now out of that pizzeria. And I'm like, oh, why? And then they're all his friends now. And I was like,
I don't know what happened there.
I know, yeah. He's like, what was it? She drew a picture of him being mean or something. And they're like, kill him.
Oh, yeah. Because they reminded him of... they reminded the spirits that he killed them, and yeah.
Yeah, and then they throw him in a suit, and then he's like, "I'll be back," and I was like, "This ends."
See, now I understand what they tried to do. They tried to simplify the law because the lore of the games are extremely goddamn complicated, and you cannot put that within a movie. I understand that. You try to simplify the lore of the movie, and put, you want to put Springtrap in it. You want to like have his iconic line, "I'll be back."
Yeah,
And I always come back, and roll credits. But I don't know. They simplified it a lot, and I mean, again, I'm not a huge fan. Like, I'm not one of the die-hard FNAF fans. I just like to dip my toe in it because I think it's a cool story. And the movie, it was funny. I do think it was funny bad. Apart from the actual just cringe as fuck moments of just like Bonnie falling off in the fucking like fort, and like just some of the like really cringe shit. Then yeah, like that was just bad. But
yeah.
I think most of the movie was funny bad, and I enjoyed it. I enjoyed watching it.
And yeah, I'm going straight back to the cinema to watch the second one in December.
Yeah.
Because I don't know why I'm doing this to myself. So I'll come out and go, wow, what a shock, that shit. Can't wait for the third one.
Yeah.
And then if they ever get to the point where they're in that Pizzaplex and it's like, hey, here's this annoying little kid speaking to Robo Freddy whilst evil woman's chasing him that's a security guard that's actually a killer.
White girl.
And then apparently I tried to look into that and it's like, yeah, she's got a glitch in her head that's like the old killer from the VR games because they're canon, even though it said they're not canon in the VR games. It said it's a joke. What the fuck is that?
I hate the direction that they went with that, where it's now all like AI, and it's all like
everything's canon and AI and in their heads and chips and implants.
All that type. I hate that. I understand that's where the games were going, because in like I think in Sister Location, we found and talks about like Remnant and stuff, and Remnant is like melted down possessed metal, and so they basically just ran a 1,000-mile sprint with that and was like, okay, they have this concept of Remnant being melted down metal. What if that melted down metal then became a circuit board or became, a machine? And it's like, oh no, the machine's possessed.
I don't care about the lore, and that filled me with hate. I was thinking, like, remember at the end of 4 when it's like, hey, what's in the box?
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah.
And it's like, I'll show you very soon.
Never showed. Yes.
No, because I know he was like, oh fuck, I'll back myself into a corner. AI. Look at
AI.
That masterclass. It was all AI, and then it's like, yeah, but to understand the AI, read the 15 books. No. But first, play the phone game, the augmented reality game. Fuck off. Stop.
I remember I watched like the main man himself, MatPat, the game theorist himself. I watched a video where he said, I don't think that the theory ever became correct, and it was just a theory of like one episode, and it was like, hang on, that's actually really dumb. But there was at one point, there was a theory where the original games didn't exist. The original games, like 1 to 4, and maybe after that, I'm not sure, were games created by one of the in-lore characters to like diverse you from the like possessed circuit board AI thing.
Wait, I think I can see where was that related to Help Wanted 1, where at the beginning you're on the roller coaster and it's like, yeah, this was all made by one crazy guy.
I think so, yeah.
I remember doing that and I was playing, that's weird. And then I played Sister Location, and it related back to Help Wanted. I thought, this is fucking stupid. They said none of it's canon. And now it is canon. And now it's not, because it's in. Yeah, no, I'm not a Five Nights at Freddy's fan, and I don't think I ever will be.
It's an absolute mess.
Is there another one? The Kart Racer. Oh my god, is that still coming out?
Isn't that the ball pit as well? The ball pit one that came out.
Into the pit. Yeah, I did play that actually.
Did you actually?
Yeah, I played it for like
Oh,
5 minutes and refunded it. I like the art style of it, the pixel stuff.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh, this is
But
hot ass.
you've got the timeline of the games, and then you've got the timeline of the books. And he has said that these two timelines are not the same timeline. They are different from each other. But he's using so much of the same thing from the games to the books that they're now like intertwined together. And you can use the books to make sense of the games and use the games to make sense of the books, even though he has said that there are two different timelines. And then he just leaned into it and is now using the books to correct the games. And I don't know.
It's... Oh, there it is. 5 Laps at Freddy's.
5 Laps at Freddy. That sounds like a
Have you seen it?
fantastic. No, I have not.
Go have a little gander before we wrap this episode up.
Alright, 5 Laps at Freddy's. This looks amazing. This is an instant pre-order.
Yeah, you're gonna make sure to get that one. There's a demo. I say we do a
Absolutely.
gaming related activities episode special where we play the demo.
Yeah.
Welcome to 5 Laps at Freddy's, the premier animatronic kart racing circuit featuring your favourite and lovable Fazbear friends.
Oh, I love my Fazbear friends.
This looks horrendous.
Horrendously good.
Yeah, that's what I meant. I'll be sure to do a 100% completion rate of that on my channel.
The thing is, right, FNAF actually wasn't that bad. The games were kind of shit, sure, but it really wasn't bad. I was not an early FNAF hater. I enjoyed the older games, but these new games, man, and some of the lore they're trying to pull out their ass, nah. I lost semblance.
Have you seen when they released the demo?
No.
It says about this game.
He's got some hidden lore.
Yeah, demo coming August 7th, 2024. This game's not coming out. I'm convinced if the demo came out 8 months ago and not a fucking little peek more about this, and it looks like this.
Starting out on day shift, a relatively safe place, you'll come to take first place to make sure you manage your car's battery power. Use too much boost or take too many hits, and you may end up on the night shift.
What? No. Warner Brothers are on the night shift at the moment.
I mean, FNAF was always like... I mean, not always. It has now become the type of like silly things like what was that game? FNAF World, yeah, where the silliness really started. And you had like Scott Cawthon, the dev himself, as like an end boss to the game.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then since then,
I am just dumbfounded by that. This is a horror franchise, a one of the biggest horror franchises of recent times.
Yeah, a kids one as well.
A kids one.
Yeah, I don't know, man. We should probably wrap up. It's been 2 hours. Or 2 hours, 13 minutes.
Oh, well, that's perfect then.
Yes, sir.
Right, hopefully this will be a weekly thing again, and we'll make it more than 5 episodes deep.
Hint, it will.
He's being negative, it will. Because we've all got our shit together, and we've got different people willing to host, probably.
Surely.
Well, if I'm not here, or you're not here, someone can host. It'll go more than 5 episodes. I'll make sure, even if I have to do a fucking couple solo ones, it'll get at least 6 episodes.
Yeah, do a solo one. Yeah.
Just yap shit with.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, so that's pretty much all. Thanks for watching.
See ya.